Of the Kumasi Wesley Girls Senior High School have sustained injuries in a near stampede following a sudden blackout and collapse of the dining hall. Terrible news. There is another worrying incident unfolding in Denu in the Volta region. Residents protesting over the escape of some remand prisoners. And how does being president for 6 years sound? Well, for Dr. Abu Sakara, this is the key to development. We will discuss these issues in details after the break. This is Joy News Interactive. I'm Ifwa Akwa Harrison. Get interactive with us via all our social media pages. We're on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. You can also find us on Twitter at Joy News on TV or at JN Interactive GH. Alternatively, you can send your messages via email. It's joynewsim@multitvworld.com, or you can send your messages via WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 054-010-9009. Now, students of the Kumasi Wesley Girls Senior High School were studying in their dining hall Thursday evening when a sudden power cut triggered by a rainstorm threw them into a state of pandemonium. One girl collapsed and 25 others sustained injuries. The violent winds ripped off the roof of the dining hall. Love FM Ohiming Terrier is on the phone to update us on the issue. Welcome to Joy News Interactive, Ohiming. Okay, we're having a bit of a challenge getting Ohiming Terrier on the telephone line, but we posted the story on Facebook. Let me see if I can read just a few of your comments. We said that some students of Wesley Girls Senior High School Kumasi have been injured after the roof of their dining hall collapsed on them. The accident happened after a rainstorm last night. You can see the pictures on your screen right now. Ohiming Terrier is back online. Welcome to Joy News Interactive.
Thank you, my sister.
So, Ohiming, how are the injured students faring?
Oh, I'll say the students are fine now. The injury was not all that serious. They just minor injuries. So after they were treated and discharged at the Suffolk Government Hospital, they returned back to the school premises to continue the academic work. So they are fine.
They are fine now.
Are fine.
Okay, but
yeah.
Obviously their dining hall has been damaged. Where are they going to be having their meals now?
Yes, the school authorities are arrangement. In the morning, they were forced to make use of a makeshift dining hall. But this afternoon, the headmistress supervised the removal of chairs and tables to a new dining hall project, though it is uncompleted, but they have been forced to use that one. So breakfast delayed in the morning, but in the afternoon they managed to secure the place, and tonight they're using it as we speak now.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. Love FM correspondent Ohiming Terrier was updating us on the situation at the Kumasi Wesley Girls High School. Anyway, we'll be talking to a public safety expert. Joining us on the telephone line is Nana Yao Koda. He's supposed to be joining us. He is the Bureau of Public Safety Executive Director. We would like to ask him a few questions about how safe our schools and, in fact, most public buildings are. Let me take a few of your comments on Facebook now. We posted the story on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Joy News on TV. And Nana Kwame says, I pray they are well. May God help them. And we just heard from correspondent Ohiming Terrier that indeed they are fine. Kwame Francis says, what do the heads of schools use the PTA levies for? Just because of negligence and selfish interest, no renovation even when the ceiling starts leaking. So that's a message from Kwame Francis. Joycelyn Sandra Ajua Smith says all the dilapidated school buildings in Ghana need urgent renovation. And Philip Shina Edu says, please show pics for proof. Philip, we've been showing the pictures on our TV, on our show, but for more proof, you can go to myjoyonline.com. You would see the story on there. Girl collapses as violent rainstorm leaves 25 Kumasi Wesley Girls students injured, and that is the picture of their dining hall. And we are joined on the telephone line by Public Safety Executive Director Nanaya Akwada. Welcome to Joy News Interactive.
Very much.
Nanaya, if you could speak up a little bit for us.
Thank you very much, and a very good evening to your viewers.
Good evening. Now, how safe are schools and other public buildings?
It's quite a loaded question for anyone to consider the safety of schools and public buildings, or public buildings for that matter, schools, their safety. I think to a large extent, as a country, we have regulations and laws that go into buildings, or that border on buildings, the maintenance of same, and there are also clearly laid out rules that routine tasks that are associated with buildings that are occupied by the general public, to the extent that an occupier or an owner of a facility abides by such regulations and rules, then we can assure the public of its safety.
Okay.
But if we do not abide by such rules and regulations bordering on such buildings, then we cannot guarantee the safety. That is said in general. I'll give you some specific examples. Ideally, it is important that after every 10 years, the wiring, electrical wirings in every building is re-examined, if possible, rewired. Ideally. If you do not comply to this, you are exposed, or your occupants may be exposed to the risk of electrical fires and electrocutions and so on and so forth.
And per your research,
there are people who are certified to, as it were, pick up the tasks of a building, the various tasks that come together to make a building habitable. You need to get certified or competent people to work these works for you.
Okay.
To the extent that you do not fall on competent or certified hands.
Okay.
To undertake some of these. Yeah.
Nanaya, sorry to cut in, but very quickly, per your research, how is the nation doing in terms of safety, building safety? Are we doing well, or we are not paying much attention to it?
Well, as a matter of fact, the Bureau of Public Safety professed that we are not paying much attention to our public buildings or facilities occupied or used by the general public.
All right.
We are on a study. We started a certain study from last year. Hopefully, we will bring it. We will conclude it this year. Once we are done, we'll make the findings known to the public.
All right.
Where we'll categorize a lot of public facilities and their safety rating.
All right. Thank you very much, Nanaya Akwada. We'll be looking forward to that report when it's concluded. Let's move on. No wonder he is referred to as the boom man, and a man of charisma. I'm talking about former President Jerry John Rawlings. He is still trending after he blasted state prosecutors on Thursday after Alfred Woyome was acquitted of defrauding and causing financial loss to the state.
Thank God it's Friday. Now, former President J.J. Rawlings is trending on Twitter after bashing government over Boyome's release. Now, let's take some reactions. The first tweet is from Manasseh Azuri. He says, "They will sue you, Mr. Rawlings. Or like a dead goat, you don't fear knife." And this is Nana Kweku Ajiman. Ghana, a very sick country, and it does not appear as if the sickness can be cured. Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings rightfully laments, "We are not serious." And here is Ifodela. Papa J know they here. Well, this was in response to a post by JFM, "We may still receive." That's according to Rawlings. And here is another tweet from Kwekuti. Yeah. Rawlings has accused Kufuor of several things. He was called a madman. Now he's a source of validation? Huh? You people need Junior Jesus. Okay. And this is a tweet by Ghana Leaks blog. William's lawyer takes Rawlings to the cleaners. And here's another from Nambe Patrick, GH. Rawlings is a noise maker. Okay. His is also in response to a tweet earlier by Tony Tula saying former President J.J. Rawlings says Boyome is a thief. Okay, so those were some of your reactions on Twitter. What do you make of them? Yesterday, Rawlings was really peeved. But well, can't really blame him.
All because of 51 million Ghana Cedis. We've been asking what you think 51 million Ghana Cedis can do.
It can take away a lot of things, especially the debt that we owe. It can raise that debt. If you take that one out, the electricity that we are facing, the doomso, it can also do a lot of things for us.
Can do a lot. Example is some of the roads are also not good, and that money can also make the roads good. And
the money can be used to pay teachers, right? So that they'll be sent to those areas that we don't have teachers teaching there. That money can be used to make so many things, like our water, electricity, and then our roads.
Like paying the lecturers' salaries, doctors, as well as constructing our road, because we have a very poor road.
51 million can help the electricity, because we don't have light. This morning the light was off and on, and I was embarrassed. I'm a seamstress, and somebody too was collecting his things, so I was disturbed this morning.
Can help more things, such as of gutters and those who are not getting a job and things. Yeah, if you do something like that, you can help us.
Your views from the streets on what 51 million Ghana Cedis can do. Now, do you recall that popular US TV drama Prison Break? Well, that show kept fans on edge as main character Michael Scofield intelligently planned and executed multiple prison escapes.
Schofield and his whole PR crew, they're escaping. We gotta get out of here. Now.
That show went on for 3 seasons. If you ask me, it was done in the first. How many times can you break out of prison? Well, that may be fiction, but the real thing happened in the Volta region this morning. Some remand prisoners in Denu have escaped from their cells. This development, I hear, has struck fear among whistleblowers in the community who played a part in the arrest of these suspected criminals. Residents have also taken to the street in protest. Ivy Setoji, Joy News' Volta regional correspondent, is on the telephone to explain why residents are worried about the escape. Welcome to Joy News Interactive, Ivy. Ivy?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, Ivy, can you hear me?
Yeah, not too clear.
Okay, I'll try and speak up. Welcome to Joy News Interactive.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening. Now, can you tell us why the people of Denu are demonstrating?
Well, what they told me earlier was that some of them who gave information to the police in the district that led to the arrest of those 7 alleged robbers are living in fear because they gave out the information. And so when they went to court, and they kept on remanding these people in police custody, they gave them a promise that they were going to escape from the cell, and when they do, they are coming for the lives of those volunteers, should I call them, who gave the info. So right now, they are living in fear. They said their families are also in danger because of this escapees, and they are calling on the authorities, the police, to rearrest these people immediately before something else happens. And before I left, there was a heavy security presence in the municipality. The town was calm anyway, but what the residents told me was they live in fear every day because of the numerous armed robbery attacks in the district.
But how did the remand prisoners manage to escape, Ivy?
That is what we are trying to find out. As of now, we can't really find out, or we really don't know how they managed to escape, because what I was told was 2 officers were on duty. And as to how these people managed to escape, as at that time, 1:40 a.m., is something the police are still investigating.
Okay, and they escaped, I hear, with 2 AK-47 rifles and 50 rounds of ammunition.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much. That's our correspondent in the Volta region, Ivy Setoji, giving us an update on 7 escaped, well, I wouldn't call them criminals. They were prisoners on remand, and they broke out of jail, and they do not know exactly how that happened. We tried to talk to the police in the region, but they do not want to make a comment at this time. We posted the question on Facebook, and we told you the situation in Denu, and a lot of you have been commenting. Bernard Kwame Hart says maybe they want to use it, and I think you are referring to the AK-47 rifles, to pursue the cash from Woyo May. So that's from Bernard Kwame Hart. Nana Kwame says, hey, we are there though. By the way, why should they attack the corrupt guys first? Or by the way, they should attack the corrupt guys first. Okay. Nuakwa, God knows, Billy, it's been a while. Good evening. Very dangerous, and I am surprised too. They must be apprehended before they try to hurt or kill someone. AK-47 with 50 rounds of ammunition is not a joke. Oh, Kelvin Baka says, oh, Ghana, where... I can't really... Okay, I can't. What are the plans for police that are in Afawo and Denu? What? Is this broken? Okay, I think you are writing in broken English, so I can't really understand what you're trying to say. Victoria Awatin says they should go because even state criminals are free. They are often locked and long forgotten. So these are a few of your comments coming via Facebook. Do you think 6 years is enough time for a particular government to bring about significant change? Well, the 2012 presidential candidate for the Convention's People's Party, Dr. Abu Sakara, believes so.
We all know that we have a democracy here, so we cannot expect somebody to stay for 20 years because of development. Yeah. However, we can tweak our system so that we get elements of the continuity that brings about greater rate of progress, greater efficiency of use of resources to achieve greater levels of development in a shorter period of time. And to get that continuity, one of the things that we recommended was that we should have a slightly longer period of office, so that a 6-year term would give you at least 4 years of solid development, 1 year to settle down, and 1 year to wrap up in the campaign. Certainly that is preferable to a 4-year term where you have 1 year of settling down, 1 year of wrapping up and 2 years of development.
Does it include a second term for the president, or is it one-off term and that's it?
Well, we at the moment, I would say that it should be a one term only, because being also a young democracy, you don't want a particular person to be entrenched for a whole 12 years. But at the same time, having one person for 6 years gives him enough time to show what he can do. And I believe that even Ethiopia is using this term of office.
The CPP's Dr. Abu Sakara on a comment he made at a UPSA forum yesterday about his ideal, presidential term being a 6-year term. We also sought your views on the 6-year presidential term out on the streets.
No, 6 years is too much, because if government stay in power for long, it creates a problem. But after 4 years, then someone will come and do the good thing. So the 4 years is okay.
Honestly, I think 4 years is such a short term that even before you settle in your presidency, actually, it takes you like 2 years before you settle. So 6 years is not a bad idea.
Some of the president's capabilities might not get to the 6 years he is saying. So I think the 4 years is better.
4 years is such a short time. You know, in Ghana, the first year is just a wasted time. And then 3 years is left. Even the last 1 year too is just a wasted time when people are thinking about elections again. So if we can give 6 years, the first 1 year, fine, the last 1 year also. So there will be effective 4 years.
And on Facebook, we asked as well, should Ghana extend the president's term in office from 4 to 6 years? And a lot of comments on this one. I think over 200. MacBen Diose says 3 years is okay. Any meaningful party that assumes office should be able to perform within the stipulated years. So if you extend it, that means you are saying that there's air conditioner in hell. Oh, okay, MacBen. Okay. Dramina Janet says, H, who says so? Thieves, God help. Who says so? Thieves, help God. God help Mother Ghana. Okay, all right. Ricky Samuel Yeboah says, Apu, 4 years in Ponye. See what these people are doing to Ghana. I wish it will rather be reduced to 2 years so that if they mess up, we can kick them out of office. That's from Ricky Samuel Yeboah. And Harry Ebo Hagan says 4 years is enough, but instead NDC and MPP should sit back for other political parties to take their turns. And Prosper Kwabna Selo Macaulay says it must even be reduced to 2 simply because they are overriding us too much. They are simply political entrepreneurs. And back to the president's dead goat syndrome. Writer Nana Are Damwa wrote on his Facebook wall and asked people to share proverbs with goat. We put a few of them together.
Aponchesi Orisei Niruadai. Onimse Nuhunam Diana Orisei no. Translation. The goat thinks by rubbing its skin against its owner's building, it is harming the owner, forgetting that it is harming its own skin. Right, that was from Kwabna in Tribosiako, and this is Daniel Osu Ijapon. If wisdom is measured by the size of the beard, then a goat is a philosopher king. Here is Kwame Nkrumah Botio. Sechichinganu ayamidia anyawudia. Minimi aponchi. If the kebab is mine, it's mine. The owner always knows his goat. Right. And this is Tia, the soul poet. Aponchi si obema of favorite drawer, Shane Jonso. Wunya aponchi funu wunya silver. Over silver so wunya aponchi funu. San area city. Translation: when you get a goat carcass, you won't get a cooking pan. The day you get a cooking pan, you miss a goat carcass. Such is life. Hashtag Ampon Remix. And here is Elikem M. Aflakpui. Bokuku mi minatao. Translation: a dead goat doesn't swallow saliva. Sauma abwa aponche eduanepedia ofu abodjuse sin nira. Translation: a goat grows beard more than its master if it is fed with well-nourished food. Well, that was from Theo Osei. Here's another from Kweku Fini Ado. Aponche ribewa odihene. Translation: when a goat is about to die, it is made king.
Wow, I had no idea there were such interesting goat-inspired proverbs. Well, since we are talking goat, let's take the picture of the day now, and Aisha joins us and we'll comment a little bit on it. Picture of the day, please. Aisha, I think they took inspiration from my red lips and maybe your eyeshadow. Are those mountain goats?
I don't know what to say. I'm so excited.
Picture of the day, people.
We're talking about Proverbs. I have one. You want me to?
Yes, please share. No, actually, you can't share. Right? Let's take video of the day. If we have time, then you can share your proverb. Video of the day. I'm upset.
I have tears in my eyes.
The best part, you know, when he was saying 3, 2, 20, someone just went and just slapped his back so hard. Your proverb.
Yes.
Your proverb.
What would you do to your son if you've been paying school fees?
Please share your
proverb.
Yeah.
When it's a baby, you know. Translation. If you think you're wise, one day you say good morning to the goat.
And on that note, we wrap up today's big story and, of course, Joy News Interactive for this edition.
My name is Aisha Ibrahim.
My name is Ifwa Akwa Harrison. Enjoy the rest of our programs and, of course, join us at 8 for Joy News Prime. Have a good evening and enjoy your weekend.